Again, guys. I'm going to go over daily homework page 102. I don't have a printer at home, like some of you probably don't have a printer at home, so I just wrote it out on my whiteboard. You can do it on a piece of paper or whatever works for you. All right, so to start off with, make sure your name is on it. Today's date is March 23rd, and sign it with your best cursive writing. All right, our first question is a subtraction question, and it's 908 minus 796. Now, we talked about a couple different ways to do this. I'll show you two on the back. So the first way that we talked about was, what if we just broke the number up into its different parts? So 908 is 900, 0, and 8, right? It's the expanded form. 796 is 700, 90, and 6. Now, if we take away what we have here, we can find our answer. So I'm going to start over here on the ones place. I say 8 minus 6 is 2. Then I have 0 minus 90. Now, if I went to a store and I had $0, could I buy something that was $90? No, not unless I borrowed. So I'm going to borrow 100 from over here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to make it 800. And then I'm going to put that 100 in the tens place. 100 plus 0 is 100, so that works good there. Now I have 100 minus 90, and that's 10. Okay, now I have 800 minus 700. There's 100, 110, and 2. There's a shortcut to doing this. If we have 908 and we subtract 796, right? Once again, if I start over in the ones place, I have 8 minus 6 is 2. Now I have 0 minus 9. Remember, this is 0 tens minus 9 tens. And so I'm going to borrow. I'm going to make this hundreds here. Instead of 900s, I'm going to have 800s. I'm going to move one of those hundreds over here. Now, that would give me 10 hundreds over here, right? Because remember, if I'm redistributing like this, I can't just make numbers up or take them away. I have to just put them in a different place. So the thing to remember about 908 is 900 plus 0 plus 8 is 908, but so is 800 plus 100 plus 8, right? That's the same amount. All I've done is I've just redistributed my numbers. I put them in a different place. And that's what I have now. I have 800s, 10 tens, which is 100, and 8 ones. Now, I have 10 minus 9, so that's going to give me 1, and 8 minus 7 is 1. So there's 112. So my answer for number 1 is 112. My next question is 10 times 9. So I can look at this as having 10 nines and go 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 10 times, but it's way easier if I switch it around and go 9 tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. All right? 10 times 9 is 9. 4,218, I asked you guys to put that in expanded form. That's kind of what we just did on the other side of the page, right? Or on the other side of the board. Right? I'm looking at each of my digits and finding what's the actual value. So the 4 is worth 4,000. The 2 is worth 200. The 1 is worth 10. And the 8 is worth 8. So that's what we have. 4,210 and 8 is expanded form. Number 4, I noticed it looks a little funny on different devices. When I use my Chromebook, it looks like this, but when I used my phone to check it, it looked a little different. What it's supposed to have is 11 o'clock. The shorthand pointing at 11, the longhand pointing at the 12. And my question was, what time was it 3 hours and 30 minutes ago? So if I go back 3 hours, that takes me back 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then 30 minutes before 8 o'clock is 7:30. My last question says, Lita's brother left his friend's house 400 kilometers away at 9 a.m. He got home at 1 p.m. How fast was he going per hour? Okay, so if we think in the first hour, how far did he go? In the second hour, how far did he go? In the third hour, how far did he go? In the fourth hour, how far did he go? If each hour he went 100 kilometers, that would take us, right, to 10, 11, 12, and 1 o'clock, 400, right? So that's our math part for our daily homework. I'll send you another video later talking a little bit about the spelling, but for now, we're done. Thanks, guys.